This one's kind of a weird segment. This is going to talk about cheap budget commuter cars. This really isn't so much a homesteading thing, but it's right now the current car crisis. You might need a car to go to A to B. You still got to go to work. You know, you're not doing 100% homestead like me. I have to go to work. I do 100 miles a day. I wanted, for the freeway, my commute is 90% freeway, so I wanted cheap, fast, and reliable. And everybody's like, well, you know, haha, pick any two, you know. So a lot of searching, you know, the prices on cars were not the greatest. I ended up finding, you know, after lots of research, I was looking at, you know, it's just me going to work. I don't need a big car. So I was looking at sedans, two-seaters, you know, whatever, just whatever I could find. I started looking into the two-seater cars and noticing that the market was horrible. I mean, unless it's a specific desirable car, I mean, you can get a two-seater really cheap, except a Miata, of course. A Miata holds its value great. So this particular car, during the COVID, when there was salary reductions, everything at my company, you know, like I needed a cheap car. I bought this car, $7,500 with 26,000 miles on it. Two-owner car. It was unbelievably just a cheap car. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't even get like a Toyota Corolla. I mean, anything. Just a cheap vehicle. I mean, it was, and the car is, it's got a very reliable Mercedes V6 in it, normally aspirated. It is relatively fast. I think like the 0 to 60 in 6-ish seconds, you know, fast enough. I mean, I've come to find out driving it to work, it's faster than 99% of the people that I run into, you know. The Tesla Plaids that I run into, the guys don't want to waste their batteries, they just don't want to waste their time, they just ignore it. You know, the only, you know, the pickup trucks, diesel trucks that try to, you know, they're in a hurry to get in front of you, no problems. Acceleration's great. Fuel efficiency, my commute, like I said, is mostly freeway. So this thing gets like 26, 27 miles per gallon, cruising at like 75 miles an hour down the interstate for an hour. I mean, it's phenomenal. It just runs great. Creature comforts. It has everything. The only thing, one thing does not work on this car, and that is the heated seats. I guess there's faulty design back in the day, so there's some issues with that. But everything else, I mean, it's got infinity sound system. It's more, I would consider more of a grand touring car than a true sports car, but it's just been a phenomenal car. The only thing I had to change on it was the tires. It had original tires with like 90% tread, and they were like hard as hockey pucks, and the thing would just slide around corners when I first got it. And I started thinking like, oh crap, I bought this car's a piece of junk, you know, because back in my youth I used to be big. I had 944 Porsches, WRXs, you know, all sorts of fun cars when I was young and stupid. So I was like, wow, I bought a car that just handles horribly. I mean, the rear end just cuts loose. Took it to had a flat, took it to the auto place. They told me my belt in the tire was delaminating and it was very dangerous. So I just got new all-season tires, and the car is phenomenal. Rain, whatever, it's just phenomenal. It handles just great. I mean, it's just starts up every time. I do the maintenance myself. Done the brakes, I do the oil. It takes 10 quarts of oil. So I mean, you do a 10 quarts or 8 quarts, I can't remember, but it's like, it's 10,000 miles between oil change. I mean, it's some ridiculous number. So, like I said, if you're looking for cheap commuter cars, think out of the box. Don't think of the Corollas, because everybody wants one of those, and they're selling for higher price. I mean, if you're just driving to work in your one and only Homestead pickup truck, you're just putting miles on that thing, that $60,000 pickup, which is a whole other story. And pickup trucks are just so expensive. But yeah, it's, you know, you got to think out of the box sometimes and just get something completely different. Like I said, people at the gas station are like, whoa, what are you driving, some exotic? What is, you know, because a lot of people don't remember these cars. They were only around from like, this is a 2004. They were only around from 2004 to like 2007. It's a Mercedes SOK Roadster body, engine, and a bunch of Chrysler cladding on there. So, but like I said, it starts up every day. I get decent enough gas mileage. It's comfortable. Makes the ride fun. I did, when I had a cracked rib. I couldn't drive it. I couldn't get into it because if you got to be a relatively if you're a big guy, you're a big person. You're not going to fit into it as well. But like I said, consider one of these. It's a great car.